let's talk about the mid-hike stretches. Now, if you've been walking in the morning and now you're having a break for lunch or something like that, the importance of having a mid-hike stretch after that is to get you going for the rest of the afternoon. So you might be walking another 8-10 Ks, something like that. But also too, when you're doing a multi-day hike, something like the Western Front Way, you do need to keep yourself flexible for those 30, 40 days or however many days that you are taking for this hike. So here's Jonathan to give us some tips on how to keep us flexible.
All right, guys, so let's say you're halfway through your hike. What have you been drinking? What have you been eating? How are we feeling? These are all things you should be thinking about through the first half and into the second half, but we're halfway through, so we're going to worry about that now. Now, the biggest thing halfway through a hike, you want to make sure you're keeping your body conditioned day after day after day to make sure you're keeping things loose, mobile, we're not letting any niggles come in. So just a few stretches when you stop halfway will help you in a big way, and that doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. You don't want to let them get to that point. Okay, so we're going to start with our calves and hamstrings. Very common to get tight. Hey, we're using our legs, right? We're walking. So what we want to do is, you don't need any equipment or anything. Pop one leg out and point your toes back towards you, okay? Then you're going to pop down towards those toes, right? If you can grab onto those toes, you can pull back to make the stretch even stronger. If you can't, no big deal. Grab onto your leg and just point your foot back towards you, okay? Right, and then obviously you would repeat that on the other leg, and you can repeat these over and over. If you're sitting around doing nothing, you might as well be, okay? The next one, lower back and our glutes, they cop it. If your body's functioning correctly, you should be using your glutes a lot, okay? So you'll be grabbing your knee and pulling up. Now, it's a good idea.
I need a tree to hold on to, John.
Well, or a wall, right? So you lean against the wall and just pull back. You could be laying down on the ground because you're already buggered halfway through the day, and pulling that knee up and across your chest. So you're trying to get that stretch through here, okay? That's the most important part. And again, both legs at least once, and all stretches are 15 seconds or longer, okay? Don't do this quick pulling, you're only gonna cause issues. Last but not least, quads, okay? This one's a bit more technical, right? So you wanna be pulling up, but you wanna arch back and pull that back. So you wanna get your heel as close to your bum as possible, and you wanna be leaning back, right? To get as much lengthening out of this muscle as possible. And again, both legs, okay? Aside from this, if you've got any predisposed issues, injuries, tightness, I'm sure you've done your research. I'm sure you're gonna know how to stretch that muscle. Do it. I don't care if it's your shoulders, right? Make sure you're staying on top of any niggles, because then you won't have any issues, okay? In saying that, try not to be still for too long midway through the day. Keep a little bit mobile, don't sit down for too long because you're going to stiffen right up, okay?
That's my problem.
That could be your problem. And if you are doing that and say you're sitting under an olive tree with a bottle of wine for an hour, you need to go back to the first video, start your whole warm up again, and then get on with your walk, okay?
You've been watching me on the trail,
I think I have. That's it, guys. Continue your walk. Good luck.